What's up guys, my name is Will from Will7.com and I'm today going to answer one of the most asked questions that I get probably every week, every other week, depending on how much work I've been doing recently, and that is, what do you take to a wedding? What do I shoot a wedding with? Something along those lines, and today we're going to answer it. So, really quickly, I have two bags. This one is my main camera bag, and it has my flash guns, my lenses, my cameras, my batteries, kind of like 90% of the stuff, and then this has like the last 10% accessories, backup gear, and then the big flash that we'll talk about in a minute. But we'll jump into the main bag to start off with. This is the Calumet roller bag. I don't know that they do a couple of models. This one was sent to me by them. And it seems great. I didn't know if it would hold up, but it seems to hold up pretty well so far. It comes with these really great kind of pouches here, and I've labelled everything accordingly, because the one complaint I have about this bag is you can't really see through the kind of clear sections here, which is kind of annoying, but which I would like, because then you can see the last little kind of tripod plate that's hidden at the bottom kind of thing. In the top two pouches I have business cards and the grey cards, I have earplugs and lens cloths, I have cables and tripod plates and torches and gels and lens cleaning stuff in this one, and then this one I have things to shoot through like fairy lights and prisms and stuff like that for more creative shots. In this side I have just batteries and then miscellaneous stuff. I generally put my wallet or the schedule of the day in here, along with a few other bits and pieces, just whatever the kind of shoot really needs, just kind of that's an empty space I can put crap in. In the main kind of section, I usually have two camera bodies. One of them is actually filming this on the other camera, and that is a Canon 6D with a 24 to 105 f4 lens. I don't use that lens a whole lot, mostly for studio stuff, and then the occasional kind of tight spot at a wedding, because it's a very versatile lens. Other than that, that stays in the bag, and I never really use it. It stays in this bag actually. But jumping in, I have two 6Ds, so obviously I've got one as a backup, and then I have this one. This is my main one, with the 35-1.4 from Sigma. This is an amazing lens. It's the Art Series lens. Probably my go-to for the mornings of weddings. It's kind of right about where you need to be as soon as you kind of come into prep during the morning. It's really handy. I do run the battery grip. Just it means I don't have to change battery for the entire day, which is great. And yeah, in here I keep my memory cards. I have my address kind of on there as well. Hopefully someone will do the right thing if I ever lost this and send it back to me, but we'll see. Those are my memory cards. I use the SanDisk Extreme 90 megabyte write seconds. They're the class 10, so the highest quality I could really get, and they seem great. I've never really had a problem, touch wood. For lenses, I have the 70-200 f2.8 L series from Canon. It's a lovely lens. I have the 16-35 f2.8 L series lens from Canon. This is an amazing lens. I use this probably a load of creative shots, and I use it for loads of other stuff. It's great on the dance floor and stuff like that. It's really good lens. And then this is kind of new to the bag, but still an amazing lens. This is the 85-1.4 Art Series lens from Sigma again. This thing is huge. That's my only complaint, but so far I've tested it out 3 or 4 weddings now, and it's spot on. But it weighs a similar amount to my 70-200, so it's like a trade-off for awesome photos. I have the Black Rapid RS7 strap with the extra brad attachment thing. Seems great, doesn't really do anything other than hold my camera at my side, and yeah, camera strap. For flashes, I've just switched over to the Godox system. The reason for that is they have a more versatile range of flashes, and I just find that a lot it's kind of more of a system that I can buy into and then buy extra bits on top, and I feel like they're going in the right direction in terms of like third-party flashes. I feel like anyone who buys like first party, as in like Canon or Nikon flashes, are just idiots, to be honest. They're not worth the money. This, in my opinion anyway, this is the TT600, and I have two of these. One of these has the Magmod attachment on, which I find really, really amazing. Magmod is doing some cool things as well. So two of these, and then I have a Yongnuo YN568EX2, which I use for like any TTL stuff, and it works with the trigger from Godox, which is the X1R, the X1 receiver for Canon, and then this is the trigger that it uses. Has like an LCD on the back here that means that I can use it for like power adjusting and things like that. Really, really handy. I have a loop here. This is great for when it's sunny, just put it around my neck, and instead of like trying to shield the camera screen to see if everything's in focus, for like formal photos generally, it's quite a good one. I have this, and that just keeps everything where it needs to be. I then have another grid for flashes. This is the Rogue one. I like this one because although it's a bit fiddly having to try and fit it on and stuff like that on the flashes, but I can take it off really easily, and then there's nothing else on the flash, and it goes away in like that kind of size, which is nice. Similar, I have the Magmod grid and the Mag gel. This is a spare gel. And these are great. They just stick straight onto the flash like that. Gridded, non-gridded, gridded, non-gridded kind of thing. And that's kind of it for the main bag. I do have some more gels here. Gels are definitely needed. That's that. And then the other bag, I have a reflector, 5-in-1 reflector. These things are just, they're a reflector, everyone should have one kind of thing. I then have the Godox AD600 non-TTL version. This thing is huge. This is the main pack here. I have it in a bag, and this is for when I need a bit more power. The bulb on this is ridiculous, and the power on it is also a little bit ridiculous. I keep blinding myself. And then I have some backup triggers. These are the YN622Cs, and there's the YN622CTX, which is the trigger. It's this one. I find these a really good brand of flashes actually, but Yongnuo, the only really way they fell apart for me is they only did speed lights, and I wanted something that did everything. So I went over to Godox. Here's the YN5680. This is a manual flash. I use this for a lot on the dance floor. And then here's another YN568EX2. Struggle with that one for some reason. And then there's just a few other accessories, bungees, and a 50mm 1.8. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I've now got to spend ages tidying all this up. Hope that answers that question. My name's Will from will7.com, and if you have any other questions, just drop them down below or drop me an email. Thanks.